I mean, I'm here, so I did it.
Ah,
All right, we're
This
here
haven't
for
played.
Weekly UHC.
Weekly UHC
I,
with the turts.
I assume just solos because, it's like
Yeah, we usually do. We usually do a solos to kick it off. But if you guys want to do twos, we can do twos.
I mean, I don't only two duos is that interesting. I don't think.
We've done it before.
I feel like we did it.
And every time we've done it, one of the teams died as mobs.
I was gonna say they died with it.
Yeah, so let's not.
Yeah, that's not them.
This looks a lot
Okay.
like the spawn area for the most recent turtles, the main UHC.
Are you guys ready then?
Yeah,
I am
sure.
ready.
UHC.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Here we
Guess
go.
I wonder where Comp dived off the mountain and saved himself. Minutes after my death.
and yeah, still died like 5 seconds later. But it was an epic save.
Was the moment of the UHC.
Yeah. Where do I see bubbles?
I'm at Y69, everyone.
Nice.
Did it to Y69.
Why?
I am good to go.
Me too.
I should be.
I think we can go.
Finish logging back in here. I haven't logged back in yet.
Okay.
It's still joining world.
So I shouldn't pull a J loose.
All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. And Jaylen's
Okay.
left the game. Okay.
Big sad.
And now I'm good.
Okay. Start the game.
Go! I may have started cutting down a tree already in protest of J loose having cut down trees before.
I'd never do that. I'm not soccer.
He did that one time. I remember catching him do that. That was funny.
Yeah. Now he's all about this new Amazon game everybody will forget about in a week.
Oh yeah, no, he paid a bunch of money for it. And he's like, I really hope that people don't forget about it, and I hope for his sake that people don't stop playing. But
I mean the real question is, will soccer forget about it?
Probably.
Just
I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't have the longest attention span, so I kind of doubt he's gonna keep up with it for a whole long time too. Especially if one little thing goes wrong and he uses that, and he's like, it's just not a fun game.
it's
It's just not a fun game because, like, everybody else was exactly one level higher than me, which meant they got all of these cool new abilities that I just didn't have access to.
And it was just I just couldn't play at that point.
And I just couldn't play it at that
it's just
point because I was just like a whole little bit behind.
Yeah.
And so like it was just objectively unfun. And if you like the game, then you're stupid.
I don't know. I just can't. The fact that it's made by Amazon is kind of a red flag. I don't know.
It's a red flag, but it's interesting.
Well, it's for this reason that I'm sure it'll be a competent game. I just get feeling from like the TV show stuff that Amazon does that it's all kind of just pretty straightforward and formula.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of like heart and a lot of like the Amazon show. They're just kind of like, I remember reading some quote by Bezos like, why don't we have all these great isn't TV shows easy? You just have like, he rattled off like plot elements. He's like, it's easy to make a hit show. I just don't think they quite understand.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's like, you just have like a attractive protagonist and a good conflict, and you can make like 20 of these.
He's not entirely wrong. It might not be hits, but he can probably make successful TV shows that way.
Yeah,
nowadays soccer says something else like super elitist movies.
He loves to call things facts to justify himself when they're not facts. And then when I challenge him on that, he gets offended.
Is that the Ben Shapiro strategy?
A little bit.
Fact!
Oh,
You're right.
he was like, because I got lessons in like how movies work, and now
Oh,
I can't enjoy
yeah.
them as much. And it's like, oh, come
Yeah,
on.
no, yeah, he was like, yeah.
I took one class on movies,
like-
and now I know.
I think
I just can't enjoy them like a regular person would.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
told
I'm-
Emily once that she doesn't understand cinematography, which might be the most offensive thing anybody's ever told Emily.
Oh.
I don't think he knows what Emily does, to be fair.
I don't know.
Like,
but
I'm not saying he's not doing it to be offensive, but yes, that was like
Emily is
he
like
just doesn't
the
know
biggest,
what he should and should not say.
The biggest
Yeah.
like movie
Yes.
person
Yep.
I know.
That's like what she majored in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all like movies and stuff. Yeah.
She does. I forget exactly what it was. I don't know how much I should say anyway. I don't know how much she's.
Yeah, I'm not
having
sure either,
public, so.
but yeah, I was like, dude, you don't know who you're talking to.
She is Miss Movie.
Yeah, I'm like talking to like the movie person.
I mean, I watch a bunch of videos and even listen to podcasts on movies, and if anything, that's made me enjoy movies more.
Yeah.
A lot more.
He just doesn't enjoy movies the same way that us mere mortals do.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, soccer.
He just can't look at anything and say like, oh,
Yeah.
this camera shot is wrong.
The
and,
greatest
oh,
movie of all time, which was Endgame, of course.
oh yeah. Oh, there was. Oh, we talked about it. I think the other day, where it's like, soccer will not watch something a superhero movie if it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Man, if you're soccer, I hope you're not watching this video. We just
Oh, he won't watch it.
We just started off just ripping into soccer.
We
Don't
did.
tell him.
We shouldn't rip
won't.
on him so much, but
Nah, he
I've been
likes it.
frustrated with him today.
Soccer
No,
doesn't.
I just thought saying like I do think that it was like great movie, but like, come on, man, you can't say like the highest. I guess Avatar did the second highest grossing movie of all time is also the best movie. It's kind of like probably not.
Endgame.
Like, give me your favorite
No,
movie.
was Endgame?
Like,
Endgame was the fourth one, right?
yeah.
I mean, he even liked the one before Endgame. What was it called? I like that more.
Infinity War was so much
Yes,
better. Endgame
yeah.
was not a good one.
That's I've heard the film people I know kind of think the opposite. This is like not Marvel people.
I don't know
I mean,
anything about cinematography. I didn't take any class in movies, so I can't speak.
Yeah,
from
I kind of
professional.
disagree with
You
this
don't have a
statement. I
legitimate
could disagree with this thing.
Okay. I just think time travel is kind of a cop out. Like,
Yes, spoilers, but yes, no, I am very much
You
of
say
that
that,
same
but
opinion.
I also thought it was absolutely hilarious to get like B-roll from the first Avengers movie. Like, you almost expected
that was
like
good.
once Loki's like, I have to drink now. I almost expect them to hear like cut and see like the film crew. That would have been really funny. I think
My high school friend put this well. I think it wasn't a good movie. It was supposed to be like a thank you to the fans for all of for like sticking with you for the entire first arc of Marvel. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like phenomenal, but like they did a lot of cameos and stuff that showed everybody all the cool stuff. But I mean, so much of it, Infinity War was just such a better movie.
Wow. Okay.
In terms of story, I don't know anything about like
Listen,
setting and all of that. But
do
I
you not respect the fact that they did like the 5-year time jump right at the start of Endgame? I mean, that was pretty ballsy.
That part was good.
That was pretty.
No, that part was actually really good.
That was very unexpected.
I will say like that aspect of it, but like then they like I'll echo what Comp said. I thought time travel was just easily a cop out, and then they did time travel in a way that I thought was just a poor way to do time travel. Like they explained the rules, and then they like they mocked Back to the Future or whatever, and then they didn't come up with their own rules for it. So it was like, I don't know.
Oh.
There's just I didn't feel like it was very, very consistent, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't like that we didn't know the rules, but I guess like soccer has explained to me that later on they have been like exploring different timelines and different time rules and stuff.
Yeah,
so maybe that gets fixed like in later series. But like during the movie, I watched it and I was like, this is stupid and doesn't make any sense.
Is that they said every time they go back, they like made a different universe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of confused
Yeah.
me a bit. I'm
Yeah. 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 No, like I didn't feel like the rules were very consistent. And then
But I guess that's true because now there's a TV show about Loki from Endgame, who's not technically the same person as Loki from all the movies because he died in Infinity War and is super dead.
Yeah.
So
like,
you know.
they do have new rules and stuff. So maybe they explain it better, and maybe they're self-consistent and have been since then. But like,
spoiler alert, there's like a bajillion timelines and universes.
Yeah. Yes.
I won't get into detail, but yeah.
The other, I mean, I think there was just a lot of other parts of the movie that was just like, hey, let's look back at all of these things. And like, again, I think that's why I think it was good for Marvel fans who are like, yo, look at all these cool memories and all this cool, it was almost like flashbacks and looking back at all the whole journey.
Yeah.
And it was cool to look at it through that aspect. But I mean, as somebody who wanted to go and see the finale to like this huge Marvel franchise and was expecting them to put in as much effort into the story as they did in Infinity War, I was like, oh, so there's time travel and then there's a big fight that like didn't seem that consequential, I guess. Like, it just felt they summoned everybody from the portals or whatever just to show them all off, and then had a bunch of people do things that didn't seem like they did a whole lot.
My only big criticism is Endgame is I totally did not believe that Black Widow died, like for real. Like she died, but I was like, oh well, everybody's coming back, so like, I mean, I shouldn't really feel that bad. And I'm like, wait, she's like actually still dead. I like should have felt bad about that. I was like, oh shit.
I love stuff like that. I love when stuff has consequences. That's why I liked Endgame so much, was that when they got snapped, and then there was no resolution. So,
of course,
that was a fantastic cliffhanger to leave on.
Well, first of all,
I mean, it's a
comic
plot twist,
books, which is the ultimate no consequences.
Yes, exactly.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
That's just a general...
It's really
we talked
true.
about this when you were bothering me at the UHC 56 or whatever. Somehow I ended up talking about this.
Probably. The only people who stay dead are... wasn't it? It was like Bucky...
No, Bucky's not even dead.
Or whatever.
It's just Batman's
dead
parents
anymore.
and Uncle Ben. That's it.
Yeah.
They can't come back.
But it used to be Bucky. Like, Bucky, the Winter Soldier is like a new concept from like the 2000s.
In their defense, though, the Winter Soldier is like original enough that...
Oh, no. I mean, fine. I'm not a stickler for old stories if new stories are good. So, like, if they thought they could make a good story with it, and it seems like they have, then I definitely have no qualms with it.
The other person was, like, one of the Robins that, like, they did in, like, the 80s. Like, you could call, like, a phone number to say if you want him to die or not, and someone just set up, like, an auto-dialer to kill him off.
That's hilarious.
People are like, what the fuck? And they're like, I don't know, y'all voted for it. It's just like one guy who's like, auto-dialer.
I mean, once you run out of ideas, you go for crowdfunding ideas.
Well, that's a problem.
Do you know about the actual, like, Batman origin story? I watched this documentary on Hulu about, like, one of the other main guys who made Batman, but basically got no credit for it for years.
I do know about that.
I feel like I told this story.
I do know about that, yeah.
It's a super interesting story about this guy named Bill Finger. And, like...
Great name, but anyway.
It is a great name, and, like, he was basically the original... He was the original animator, or not animator, like, artist.
Yeah.
And like, he was a huge part of, like, came up with a ton of ideas for the original Batman. But then Bob Kane was basically the guy who actually talked to DC and basically, like, kept him out of the conversation. Not even necessarily, like... It's hard to say whether or not it was actually malicious or whatever, but, like, Bob Kane is the one who got big and never really referenced Bill Finger. So, hi, J-Loose.
You go away with mine.
Do you have any reads? I'm here to steal them.
I have many reads. All the reads.
I found 2 reads already next to you, so I'm going to take that as a win.
I have more.
I see this as an absolute win.
I see this as an absolute win. Any reads that I can steal from somebody, easy win.
I guess to go back to why we started this, your favorite movie probably isn't like the greatest movie. Like my favorite movie is Interstellar. I think it's definitely up there, but it's probably not.
Lab techs.
It's probably not. Well, there you go. That's I'll have to reflect on this.
Big rip.
But it's probably not the greatest movie ever made.
I watched it. I had some problems with it, but it wasn't a terrible movie. I just don't feel like it was super amazing. I liked Inception a lot. I don't know if it's still my favorite movie, but at one point it was.
I need to see. I've only seen Inception one time, and I liked it. I'm not a big movie rewatcher anyway. Like or in general, I don't watch things over and over again that much. Like I've only seen Interstellar 3 times ever.
I felt like I was super young and I understood the movie, and that made me feel elitist because it was like a big meme that nobody understood the movie, and so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so cerebral. I understand this movie that nobody else does.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a big meme that people. I mean, maybe this was true in the
confused.
90s. Didn't understand the Matrix. Like. That was a big meme that nobody understood the Matrix.
That's hilarious.
Like it's famously like people didn't know what happened in the movie, didn't understand the Matrix.
I mean, especially the second one and third one get a bit vague, but
yeah, this is mainly about like when the first one came out. People were like, "This is good," but like, what the fuck?
What is happening?
Yeah,
I could see that.
But now there's a fourth one for some reason.
Confused. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm excited for the Mario movie.
You would be.
That's my contribution.
Yeah, I find it all the people like this is based off Satisfactory, but all the people like Good and Packrat's age are like, hell yeah, Matrix 4. I feel like we're a little young to be like. Truly
I've seen all the Matrices.
Yeah, the Matrices.
I mean, that's technically the plural of Matrix.
Exactly.
So.
I've definitely seen all of them, a lot of parts of all of them, but I'm not sure last time I sat down and just like watched one all the way through.
It didn't stick in my head as much, I guess. Like I kind of vaguely remember them, so I don't think they were necessarily my favorite.
I think
I
think they're pretty kind of dated. These are like the whole look of like the people is so 90s. With like
I still think you can
and the trench coats and everything.
I think you can still watch with an appreciation.
Yeah.
Especially of the timeline, because I think Emily's talked about it before, how it had like some very groundbreaking graphics and stuff, which
I'm sure
I can totally watch with that appreciation. I can 100% watch the movie and understand like this was groundbreaking. This looked really cool, and like even now it looks a little dated, but like. Some CGI and stuff nowadays, I'm still not a huge fan of. So, like, I can still really appreciate the work that was done on that movie, especially at the graphics department.
It just depends on the type of movie. Like, here's maybe a hot take. I don't feel that a lot of older action movies have aged too well. Just because I feel like the camera techniques and stuff are just so much more advanced now.
That's
like
probably
the action in modern movies is just way better.
Yeah, also the stunt work.
Yeah, like I watched last year, like the original Die Hard for the first time. That's a good movie, but like the amount of stuff that happens in modern action movies, just
I feel like Die Hard holds up.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm not saying it didn't.
Die Hard.
Like it was still good, but if you watch. I'm thinking of like the most recent Mission Impossible movies. I think are like the gold standard for action movies. Those are just like the amount of shit they're doing is so crazy.
I really liked it. I recently watched the latest one.
Is it good? I've never been super big into them.
Yeah, Fallout's really good.
You only really need to watch like the first 3 PG are good, but the most recent 3 are so much better. Like the second one's not that good. Like 1 and 3 are good.
Yeah,
Mission Impossible 2 is famously not good at all.
And it took like an Asian director, and he's like so many of his mannerisms are in there. Like he'll always have pigeons in his shots, and like all through that movie, there's like inexplicably pigeons somewhere.
It's just like people like hanging out in Australia. Anyway. Yeah, the first Mission Impossible is fun, but starting with the fourth one, they just decided to just take it to another level, and they're very fun. It's not like there's serious continuity. You don't need to like. No.
Okay.
Although I guess the most recent one was kind of a sequel to the one before that. So
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't really need to.
It's fair.
Be an expert.
I feel like it's like James Bond. I never got super into the Bond movies.
Yeah, the new one's coming out here next week.
It's No Time to Die.
Yeah.
I hope James Bond dies.
He might. I mean, it's Daniel Craig's
He specifically said there's no time for it.
Yeah, he's against it.
He opposes dying.
Yeah, I don't know. The Daniel... it's been a while since I've watched Skyfall.
I'm gonna knock on my door.
Okay. But I remember liking Skyfall a lot. Comp, have you seen the James Bonds? Are you a Bond?
Yeah, I quite like them.
I think I haven't seen... I've seen like a few of like the before Daniel Craig ones. And those are like kind of campy, like you know.
So the Pierce Brosnan ones are a bit,
yeah, like they're a bit so. At least from what I've seen, the best one is Casino Royale. Casino Royale is such a good movie.
Yeah, it's also like the Bourne influence is what you can see in those. Like Bourne was a groundbreaking movie because it did a few things that all movies. Yeah. Camera and the quick cuts and fights, but also like the more grounded action movies. I like a lot of other movies picked up on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Daniel Craig have all still been kind of chased Casino Royale, and then Spectre was not good.
No, neither was Quantum, really.
No. Well, at least Quantum had the excuse of like, didn't that get messed up by like the writer's strike?
Yeah, maybe.
About that time.
Yeah. Yeah, but Spectre are like, no, all those other movies, Christoph Waltz was behind everything, trust me. It just doesn't add up at all. Like, even the dude in Skyfall, who was very much his own thing, no, it was Christoph Waltz the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, Spectre wasn't great.
Doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. Hopefully this one will be good. It would be weird when someone not Daniel Craig is Bond. He's just been Bond for so long.
Yeah, who do you think would be a good choice?
I don't know. I mean, wasn't Daniel Craig kind of an unexpected choice at the time?
Yeah, people hated it.
Yeah, so like, I'm not here to judge.
I mean,
the
other day
a
was
lot of talented people out there.
talking with my brother, and I mentioned Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I think Tom Hiddleston did like this mini series a few years ago that was basically like a Bond audition. I think my mom watched it and said it was really good.
Yeah. Where are the caves?
Can you believe that he originally auditioned for Thor?
Yeah, I saw that, but I really don't know why he would see himself as a Thor.
Listen, you can't fault a guy for dreaming big, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Although I assume the moment he saw Chris Hemsworth, he's like, oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
This guy's literally Thor. Yeah, I can go for Tom Hiddleston. Isn't Tom Hiddleston like... I don't know. Isn't he 40 now? They might want somebody that's like...
I mean, I don't think Daniel Craig was the youngest James Bond.
Okay.
He's usually around that age.
Alright. No, everybody says Idris Elba. Idris Elba's older than you think, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
Idris Elba's only like 5 years younger than Daniel Craig or something.
Yeah, I mean, Henry Cavill...
And he looks old.
Yeah. Henry Cavill, I mean, I think he'd be great.
Yeah, true.
Did you ever see the Man from U.N.C.L.E. comp?
I have seen that, and I enjoyed that.
That's such a good movie. It's such a shame it flops, so there's never going to be another movie. Well, now we learned that Armie Hammer's like a cannibal, but anyway. Such a good movie.
Well, like Daniel Craig was already the more like physical Bond compared to the other ones, and then going to like an even more physical guy with him would be like doubling down on something and not really making a different Bond.
Yeah.
If you watch Casino Royale again, you should just watch how he is in fights. He'll like run through walls and he'll be like the main. Yeah, I mean, literally the opening scene is him chasing like a free runner.
Yeah.
And he'll like the free runner will go like around stuff, and Daniel Craig will like drive a truck through something,
right,
or jump through a wall instead of over it, and sets the tone. This is a more physical, younger Bond.
Also, what makes Casino Royale so good is it has the only believable love story in like 25 James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually believable.
Yeah, and Ava Green is also always really good.
Yeah, which is why it's kind of confusing that, like, in this movie, they're like, oh yeah, he's still, like, dating his girlfriend from Spectre. Remember her? Everybody remembers her, right? Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, not really.
I mean, you guys remember Ava Green was good? She was French. What if we get another French girl? And
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good, right?
Yeah.
Not so much.
My friend had a question about class. I'm back.
Here's something that's interesting. Like, I kind of see, like, Daniel Craig was asked, like, what about, like, a woman playing James Bond? He said he'd rather women get, like, their own character.
Their own role?
And I kind of see both sides of this argument. Because
I do too.
One side is like, well, James Bond's so popular, it would be harder to. It would be difficult to establish.
It would be harder to make a new character than to use an established character. But like, I would actually. I want Idris Elba to play James Bond.
We just talked about this.
I feel like
how he's kind of old. He's kind of old is the problem.
I mean, so is Daniel Craig.
Yeah, but
I mean, he doesn't have to. They could do like Timothy Dalton was like only James Bond for one movie.
Poor Timothy Dalton.
I mean, he's still a Bond, and he has to wear a tux everywhere, doesn't he?
Timothy Dalton, well known for his role as Rassilon in the Doctor Who special at the End of Time.
Once you're James Bond, you actually have to like wear your tux all over the place.
It's true,
right?
actually. Yeah.
You're like forever actually James Bond or whatever. It's like in your contract or something.
Yeah. No, I think probably the best way to do this is how they did like Miles Morales, who's probably like the greatest example of like a second generation. Like it's Spider-Man, it's not Peter Parker. Like he's still a person, but it's a new Spider-Man.
It's like an alternate universe or whatever, and he still meets Peter Parker, and he gets the torch passed down.
I do think in this new Bond movie, like he's not like he's retired and like a woman's 007 now. Like the 007.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, like 007 is somebody else now.
Is
like,
the title.
Not...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, like somebody else is
like,
007.
They should. I think I fall also more on the side of like have their own characters more. I guess I don't know.
I think
that's
there was one Bond movie where they had them like team up at the start with like 006 or 005.
Oh, and he betrays them, right? Is that like Goldeneye or something?
And yeah, I think there's multiple ones, and then that guy dies within like 5 minutes.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah, I think like the villain of like Goldeneye or something is like 006. He's gone rogue or whatever. Oh, yeah, you son of a pain!
Oh crap, baby.
Hard X doesn't oppose damage.
No.
They kind of retrace their steps with what's it called? Skyfall as well.
Yeah. Oh god, you Endermen, you scared the Jesus out of me. Oh god, I hear another skeleton.
Like, Shang-Chi is a fantastic hero.
Yeah,
I'm super excited for more Shang-Chi content. And I don't understand why they don't do something like that, where they just start introducing new heroes that are, like, based on... Because, like, Shang-Chi was a really good movie, just as a movie. I still had some critical...
Well, it's a little easier for Marvel to just introduce people now compared to, like, anybody else. Because
I don't disagree.
Marvel's so established now, people are just like, yeah, whatever the hell it is, I'm in.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's other IPs that could also do that, I guess. And I mean, I think there's also been a lot of strong female characters already in media as well, in their own.
Hold on, I need to. Yep. Hold on. I need to. Come in. Yeah, good night. Good morning. Okay, hello. I'm sorry I decided there's someone knocking at my door now, PG, and there's too many mobs, so I just logged off for 2 seconds.
Wow, combat logging?
I'm an asshole. I wasn't directly in the middle of combat, but
unbelievable.
I'm fine.
What a combat logger. This stupid knockback 2 sword. God. I have a shovel too. Oh, I have a mending axe. I mean, at this point, I would also just rather hear new stories.
Yeah. No, I'm very curious when, like, people will stop watching Marvel movies. I'm curious when that is. I'm very interested in this.
Why do you say that?
Whenever they start making bad ones.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm curious why you say that.
Just because, nothing lasts forever, right? Like, at some point, people will get tired of them. Like, I won't.
Toy Stories.
You say Toy Stories?
Keep making Toy Stories.
I mean, the fourth Toy Story wasn't bad.
Yeah, Toy Story was like an epilogue. It was fine.
I think Toy Story 3 was probably the best of them, but Toy Story 1, 2, and 4 are all not bad movies, to say the least. Pixar has done some poor sequels, I think, like Cars 2, and apparently Cars 3 was okay. I never saw Cars 3.
Me neither. Shoot each other.
But like Pixar on the whole,
like you said, neither.
I need to see. I still need to see Luca. That's what I need to do at some point.
There are mobs
here. Black Belt, welcome.
Oh, yeah, we're in the middle of game 1, so.
How are you feeling, Black Belt?
Awful.
Sad. I'm trying to remember what day.
I felt like iron in my mouth.
Sad.
I love metal taste.
Is it?
I'm
still feeling bad after. Oh, I guess that was just yesterday.
Yep.
Hey, you got your toes.
Oh, you got your toes cut off. You got your wisdom teeth out.
I'm just gonna spectate.
Whose toes cut?
Yeah, I heard the doctor said, like, after I have, like, 2 IV fluids, like, once you count to 10, it'll kick in. I'm like, when are you gonna count to 10? And he's like, it'll be a couple minutes. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna look at this thing, and then, like, a second, I was like, alright, I'm just gonna lie down, close my eyes for, like, 5 minutes. Close my eyes for 5 minutes, I wake up again, and it's already done.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, that's good.
That is how it beats. It's weird.
Everyone should be I should be in spectator.
Yeah, you should be.
If I were to play, I probably would.
You should. If you don't feel bad about sitting this one out, Black Belt.
It's alright.
Yeah, you're good. You probably should be resting. Feel free to watch.
Yeah. I actually do have the teeth with me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You didn't let the dentist take him to their jar.
I mean, I did have them.
I love how Gardak or
I mean, I did have them for a little bit.
I'm sure they're somewhere.
No, I mean, I did have them. I don't have them now.
Physically, at all times.
I don't have them now, actually. I do not have them now. I mean, I had them, like, in the first, like, 5 minutes after I woke up.
And they stole them.
So long as the dentist didn't steal them.
I mean, I don't have them with me.
As long as dentist didn't steal them. That's all we're trying to prevent is the dentist mafia coming after your teeth.
I don't have the teeth in my possession.
As long as the dentist didn't steal them.
Yeah.
Let's just keep repeating this.
Wait, what do you mean by stolen?
No, it's the reference joke I made.
I couldn't take them home, obviously. Couldn't.
Wait, can't you? Did the dentist take them?
I think they stole them.
Yeah.
The dentist and their teeth stealing ways.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think they make a necklace out of them? Yeah.
It's all a scam.
I was able to take a picture of it. I don't want to send it because it's pretty graphic.
If you put it in a spoiler tag, yeah. If you put a spoiler tag and you label them as
don't worry. We are playing ultra hardcore.
Yeah.
If there's a not safe, if there was like a not safe for work, I mean not like nudity or like regular not safe for work, or like mature tag, I'd probably put it in there.
Yeah. Just do a spoiler tag and
spoiler tag and just label it as what it is. It'll be fine.
I'm not, but I mean, if anyone, I might do. But yeah, I really should not be talking. But just trying to keep and not like move my mouse like a lot.
That's a person I hear. I'm in trouble.
Wait, what?
Hold on, I'll mine in Morse code to see if it's me.
It's not a person.
Okay.
No.
I was just like...
I was hoping you would be me.
I'm pressing H. It's a sheep.
It is.
It's a sheep.
Thank you.
13 is the lame music disc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
11's better.
11's bad too.
Better.
Fair enough.
Big step.
It's like
that's what all the cool kids are listening to. Remember when I think Doc listened to it like over and over a bunch of times when it first came out?
I mean, it does slap.
It does. It do be slapping.
Something I did not know. I still had a baby tooth primary tooth.
Did the dentist steal that one too?
Yeah.
Gone.
Big rip. We need to stop this dentist.
It's illegal tooth trade, yeah.
Trying to think. It's what's the word called when firms collude?
Fusion?
Monopoly?
No, not monopoly.
But I never knew that I had a primary tooth. I lost all of them as even. The last one was December 2012.
You have a spreadsheet? Like Steve?
No. No, I
Steve
don't.
would definitely have a spreadsheet.
Oh, I'm
for
sure.
Steve.
I'm sure Steve
from
could
Gamer
tell
Texas.
you exactly when he. Oh, Steve. fell out.
And when he
Steve
dreamed
Gamers
about
Nexus.
them, but
Exactly.
And when he dreamed about them, yes.
Steve knows too much. You know.
It's Steve from Gamers Nexus.
I mean, he'll also make me feel old. He'll say, like, today is 5 years ago that this happened in Minecraft. And I was like, oh man, so long ago.
I was thinking Steve from Gamers Nexus.
Nah, this is Steve the Climber.
Yeah, I think Steve's gonna start saying like extremely personal stuff about people. It's just gonna be like,
I don't think there's a packathon this month because
on this day 7 years ago, like this person like got dunked by their girlfriend or something.
I don't think
like Steve.
I could see that.
Of course,
Steve's
it's
like
4 years
it's
ago.
just it's just you know.
I
He
don't
probably
think,
knows the day that Good got divorced.
I don't think there's gonna be a packathon this month.
Okay.
Dad, did he not raise enough?
Probably not. I don't know.
Is that what he does it based off of, isn't it?
I think so.
I don't watch Pack Rat much.
Another UHCs are basically what we usually do. Another UHCs like play things extremely safely. That's how I literally just like always iron 99% of the time.
Pack Rat?
No, black belt.
Oh. I'm like, Pack Rat play things safely? Doesn't compute.
Oh.
Cartel! Dentist cartel.
You got there.
I did get there eventually.
Yeah.
Wild.
Well, I'll be.
I know too many words. Sometimes I lose some. I don't have a
That's like
spreadsheet of
soccer
all
when you
my
say
words.
Right.
No. I actually do have, like, I think when I'm tired, I have a harder time pulling words into my head, like the right words. I'll know what I'm trying to say, but the right word won't come to me. And so I'll, like, bail out with a different word. Yeah.
You got the best words.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to learn, like, 20 to 25 words for the SAT every week in high school. So, like,
Glow squid.
I gotta say...
Glow squid.
I gotta use that knowledge somewhere.
Ooh.
I'm glad that Gardex likes my words so much.
I do. They're the best. What did I tell you? I found basically a really good thing. Now I'm happy.
Found a notch apple.
Yep. You guessed it.
Yeah. Right click. Right click. What the heck just happened? Why can't that's just a name tag?
Gateman name tag.
Name tag. Some beetroot seeds.
Okay, can you please, Black Belt, not tell everybody what I find and just announce it to the class? It's not very sporting.
It's useless. They're useless in UHC.
Well, they don't.
What if he was gonna name his dog?
They don't need to know that.
What if he was gonna name his
Don't tell them what
dog?
I'm finding. Give me some, privacy.
BRB gonna name gonna use those, steal those name tags in spectator mode and then just name all my stolen teeth.
Oh my goodness. If you
I
could
like
name your
pressing
teeth, what would you name them?
Teeth 1, baby primary, teeth 2, 3, 4. Some moles. Some canine.
Those are like the most boring names. I would name one of mine. I would name it
Friends.
Calcium the Great.
Name all my teeth gym names.
What? What did you say?
The Crusher.
I didn't hear what you were called.
Yes. Block ice.
You're watching my perspective. My hello.
Water up, water down.
Find Jim Nance in the cave?
I did. No, I'm fighting a lot of zombies.
What'd you say? Jim Vance?
Oh, Jim
Hey,
Vance.
look at that.
Who's that?
Sportsman. Sports commentator.
I don't know anything about sports. I feel left out.
He's the guy that says, hello, friends. You know, that guy.
That narrows it down.
That's why I go down.
No, he's
Sounds like a nice guy.
He's the main guy. Die. He's the main guy for CBS. Does NFL and March Madness.
Ah, good for him.
What's March Madness?
The college basketball tournaments.
We fetishize our college experience here in the U.S. comp.
At least we don't have a screwed basketball league anymore, kind of. We actually got legitimate teams.
Okay.
In the NBA?
Actual legitimate teams that are not just absolute clown shows and just absolutely ruin everything.
So that's no way to talk about the 2010 Chicago Bulls.
I remember your entry was also mentioning about like how the NBA was effed. Times I was so celebrating that the NBA was finally going to be uneffed, and then there was only one word that replies that makes the league effed again. 2 words. Ring chasers.
Or doing my own research.
Ring chasers.
Doing your own research.
Are the bane of my existence.
Okay.
Ring chasers is the entire Lakers lineup.
I know.
I don't even have time to do research for classes. People have time to do research for things outside of, like, their jobs.
It's the LA.
That's all I'm saying.
It's the LAARP, J-Luz.
Least favorite teams, 27 months.
The Los Angeles Angels role-playing games club.
I don't know where the hell this baby zombie could possibly be.
I was basically, yes, the league is finally going to be unscrewed. Rise, players, become the meme. I was literally just saying a urinary tree video. Oh my god.
Do you need to go to bed, Black Belt?
Probably should.
You're
welcome to stay, but yeah.
I'm just gonna watch. I need to get a little bit my lips.
I mean, you sound like Pack Rat when he's done like the thing. What's it called
really,
again?
I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
I'm upset right now.
2013 NBA Finals Game 6 and 2018 Western Conference Game 6. It's always the Sixes.
Would have
had an un-F league.
I've gone to a few parties again lately, and I just could tell that I
don't go to parties.
I mean, one of the parties I really drank a lot because I was just there for 9 hours.
I guarantee there's
air. That sounds like a long party.
I mean, it was like kind of like a barbecue that.
Okay.
Stayed late.
So the freaking team don't win.
Like start drinking at 6 and be home at 3 a.m. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's not here.
Yes, it's not good when you wake up in the morning. You're like, "When did I get here?"
Oh no, that isn't good.
I mean, I was on my own bed, but like, I don't remember getting here. Like, that's not something that's.
How did I get in my bed?
It's hard to avoid. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you carry yourself to your bed?
I don't think Black Belt's gonna remember this conversation.
I don't think he is either. I'm so excited to tell him about it and tell him all about his new teeth name.
Which is the normal
Jim
name
Nance.
Jim Nance.
Yeah, I also Crusher 5.
Crusher 5.
Tony Romo.
Crusher's such
I
a good name.
don't know, Jim. It could be close. That's what Tony Romo sounds like.
Tony Romo with the tooth.
And also, like, Only Patrick Mahomes could do that.
What the heck did I just watch you do?
I may or may not have a flint and steel, and I may or may not have just lit myself on fire trying to pillar up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's completely normal.
Totally wasn't a misclick at all or anything.
Yeah, probably less painful.
Oh dear. Makes him so excited.
Why?
Packers get Anthem Roll this weekend.
Say that again?
Oh, you took more. You took more.
The Packers get Nance and Romo this weekend. NFC, the games are almost never on CBS.
Yeah.
Know who Tony Romo is?
He's a football player, a former football player.
I know. My brother once bought one of the what's it called, NFL games, and I played as the what's it called again? Instead of the Texans or the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, where he was.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, is he retired now?
He's been long retired. He's a commentator now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
It's commentator.
But yeah, I think he's a little overrated as commentator, but he is good. Like the first time he was commentating, he guessed like 2 plays before they happened, and ever since then, he's been God to everybody.
Are you doubting God Romo?
I don't know. I'm doubting him when he said that Mahomes might win more than 6 Super Bowls. That seemed a little unlikely.
Yeah. Stay in last place.
I know.
I'm gonna say what happens when one of you then once the border eats it.
Yeah, Mahomes is just so good. He just throws no-look interceptions now. So badass.
It was deflected though, wasn't it?
I mean, it did hit the receiver in the hands, but like the receiver wasn't ready. You no-looked it. Didn't need
good.
To
He can no-look.
Yeah. You didn't expect that.
Give you the Patrick phrase.
I feel like once you get good at football, you should be able, like, getting good at predicting what the other team going to do part of the, like, strategy? Yes. I would have thought that's just, like, something that
it is, but...
you should be good at. Like, I don't know. I play Pokemon, and, like, I don't think it's quite as complicated, but I still feel like I'm able to predict... Just because I've done a whole bunch of random battles, I know general movesets, generally what Pokemon are good for, and so, like, because of that, I'm better than somebody who's just picking up Pokemon and, like, knows how to play.
Right.
I'm also not as good at chess from people who, like, study all of the different moves and stuff, so, like
soccer.
Oh, yeah!
Soccer is better than me at chess.
I haven't seen soccer post about chess in a while, so I guess that's... done.
No, just like I could give up on this new game in like a week.
Him and Sevidus are very much alike in this. A ton of, like, every month of the podcast, I'm just like, oh, I've got this great new idea that'll, like, make a ton of money.
Yeah, but Sev, like, goes real ham. I guess soccer does, too.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Soccer also definitely does.
He's like, oh, yeah, I've got this new, like, walking treadmill, and I'm doing ASMR videos now. And then, like... 2 months, neither of these things would be a thing.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I don't know. I guess some people are like that. It's like vintage beef and always wanting to move, you know? He's like, oh,
always want to what?
He always wants to move. At first he's like, oh, I really want to live.
He really does. It's true.
He's like, I really want to live in the city. And then he moved in Toronto. He's like, you know what? I hate living in the city. He's like, I really want to like get a farm. To get a farm and put like tons and tons of money into it. All these animals. He's like, I really want to go live in Portugal now.
Is that where he's gonna go? I know he visits Portugal.
That's what he's been saying.
He tried to his wife to go to Portugal.
Now.
Yeah.
Good old BB.
And I mean, you literally like just bought this farm, and I've watched your House in the Home channel. You put like a ton of money into this, and I was like, nah. It's like,
I mean, hey, if you're that famous as a YouTuber and made that much money,
I guess. And the one thing he didn't think through is he's like, the internet will probably be pretty bad out here. And my job is the internet.
I mean, one day, Starlink.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm sure. And any day now. Absolutely. Daddy Elon.
Elon Musk is our modern day John Hammond.
What's funny about that is John Hammond not real.
You're not wrong.
Elon Musk,
but he's
modern day.
He's still very much. He's definitely a John Hammond character.
Right. Really, Elon Musk is like this close to just turning into Howard Hughes. Let's be honest.
I don't know who that is.
How do you not know? Okay, comp. You probably know who Howard Hughes is.
Yeah, I've seen the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Yeah, Howard Hughes is. He was like this crazy rich person, like the early 1900s, who built like a giant plane and all this stuff.
Oh, maybe I have heard about him. Was he mentioned in a Phineas and Ferb episode?
Yes, actually. Eat your heart out, Howard Hughes. Yes, he was.
Okay. He made the albatross plane or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's true. That is correct. I'm so glad that you know about this.
Again, Phineas and Ferb pulling through.
Phineas and Ferb all-timer show. Let's be real.
Aglets. A-G-L-E-T. Don't forget it. Bring us close to our soul. Get it, soul?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the best character of Phineas and Ferb was Candace. It was known.
Not entirely wrong.
Like, as it kept going, it's like people made the show were like, wait, Candace is like the most interesting character. Like, her and Doofenshmirtz are like the two most interesting characters. Like, yeah.
Doofenshmirtz was an interesting character. He has a sad story. When neither of my parents showed up to my birth.
Exactly. Think about that. That's so rough.
It's impressive. It's impressive how sad it is.
It really is. Okay. And I think it's like one of the movies we meet like an actual evil Doomster's alternate dimension who's taller.
Yes.
It's like, how is that the case? He's like, I don't hunch. It's like, oh.
I hunch.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's just me IRL. I've been trying to slouch less. I've been fairly successful at it.
Well,
but...
I mean, I have scoliosis, so that's kind of...
Oh, sad.
I mean, it's fine, but like...
Have you thought about getting a new spine?
I mean... I don't know. I've kind of presented the fact
still have a warranty.
There may be a time in my future where I might have to have surgery for scoliosis.
Yeah.
And that
I had
surgery
a friend who got that.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's bad. You have to just like stay on your back for like 3 months. It's bad.
Yeah, I've seen one of those gifts where they're like, yeah, we put the metal rods in, and we put it all through your spine, and then we just pull it real hard. And then...
I'm pretty sure I have a mild case of scoliosis. I think I've been told that before. But I've been trying to slouch less.
Yeah, Dot initially found is a win, and I have also it's called my ribs are sort of messed up too. It's called like pectus carinatum, like the main like front rib bone kind of protrudes out a bit.
Whoa.
Like I can actually, if I put pressure on it, kind of push it in to my body a little bit.
Oh, do you have like? Can you stab people with your ribs?
No. So yeah, but my whole chest bone structure did not turn out.
I was hoping you were gonna be like Wolverine with your ribs.
Right.
Ribberine. Wolverine.
Yeah, but I went there and the doctor, like, I had my shirt, and the doctor, like, went to my back, he's like, hold up. It's like, this ain't straight. This is bad.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I've had my fair share of medical problems. So I mean,
you said the other day you had cancer, which is something I didn't know.
No, it's adjacent to cancer. It was non-malignant. I'm not kidding. That's what they told me.
It was just a little bit of cancer.
It's just a little.
It's technically not. It's technically not cancer. It's technically.
You won't believe it's not cancer.
It is a hematological disease.
A non-cancerous tumor. I don't know. That's a thing.
It's not a tumor, actually. Well, there's benign tumors. I don't know if there's non-cancerous tumors.
I'm the mighty tumor.
Mine was hematology, so like I didn't get to hang out in all of the cool oncology wards or whatever. I had to hang out with all the like hematology
people,
doctors. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a name tag near me. Go away. I did have to have chemo for it, but I actually didn't have that much chemo. At one point, I got like the opposite of chemo, where I had a drug that made me grow more hair.
Oh, that's sick.
Well, it was when I was like 12.
Oh. You're just like look like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
It didn't do it that much, and I'm kind of already a naturally hairy person. I think it kind of accelerated my hair growth a little bit, but
ladies,
I think when there's a certain point where if you get too much hair, it's not as attractive. I mean, obviously,
I have no idea. I'm not attracted to men, so I don't know what people are looking for.
Hi, J-Loose.
Truth?
I've heard
that allowed?
hairy arms are.
We don't have to fight each other. I can run away and you
hairy
can
arms
follow.
Good or bad, comp?
I've heard they're good.
They're good. Okay, cool. I guess.
But I kind of want to go kill you.
It's not like
you missed a spawner, by the way.
Did I? Can I see it?
Well, it's empty now, I assume. Oh no!
That's rude.
You attacked me first. I just wanted to see the spotter.
I did not attack you first.
You did attack me first. I just jumped over.
Rage quit.
I'm not following around.
By the way, when I was talking about in chat,
Where are your stupid apples? Where are your apples? There they are.
Bring me your stupid apples. None of your smart apples.
You hit me with it. You hit me first.
That is not true.
That is true.
Watch. Roll back the tape.
You hit my shield. You hit my shield.
Because you hit me.
With what?
Let's go to footage, Cotton.
Press X, of course. What else?
A nice whole time in the cave.
PG comes a ruse, doll.
I wanted to come see the. I wanted to come see the spawner. You hit me first.
PG ruins everything.
I had not taken any arts, and you killed me. So clearly, I didn't hit you very much.
I have protection armor.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Yeah, I have enchants, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Weapon wasn't enchanted.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't get sharpness on my book.
You could take all the books I just gave you.
I can, and I plan on it.
Goodbye.
Later, Black Belt.
Are you saying...
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's first?
There he comes.
You definitely hit my shield first. Don't try to gaslight me.
Says the man who jumped a cavern to attack me.
I did jump the cavern, but I never was going to attack you. Probably. I wanted to see the spotter that I missed.
It was like 150 blocks away.
One thing that I'm actually good at in this video game, dealing with baby zombies. Easy.
Good.
Holy shit! I got a creeper bombed, right? I said that. It would be very ironic if it was a baby zombie. It wasn't though. It was a creeper.
You got me real low. I'm real in pain.
You should have done true.
I hadn't broken the truce. That's all I'm saying.
Saying.
You guys hear something? All I hear is a wind.
All I hear is a whinge.
Oh, wait.
I don't think you had any apples on you. Other than the apples.
Don't think any apples on you, other than the apples.
Other than the apples. Somebody will understand what I mean.
I do, but it's still funny.
Tucker's done with his game. Maybe forever. Who knows?
Everybody's just got too much playtime in this game, you know?
Yeah.
They're already like level 10. I mean, what's the point?
You're level 10. I'm only level 9.5, and it's just not fun anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like when I'm not having fun, I want to make a big deal. Yeah, it's like the biggest deal, and it's just an objectively bad game. And so, like, if you enjoy it, then you're just stupid. Really.
What do you mean?
It's objective. To talk about movies again. It's it might be my favorite subreddit right now. Movie Circle Jerk. I make fun of the people who make like 7-hour like movie reviews. Talk about like objective. This movie's objectively bad or something. It's like the review's like 3 times as long as the movie.
I mean, I'm all for some literary criticism. That's like my favorite pastime. But I at least try to acknowledge that it's a criticism.
Right.
And is opinion-based.
Have you
seen the Squid Game?
I've not seen the Squid Game.
I watched it all yesterday and today. Yeah, I watched it all yesterday and today, because Good watched it, and he was like, it's pretty good. And I had to see for myself if I thought it was good.
Was it good?
It wasn't bad.
These Netflix shows are always so weird. Because like a show's kind of out for a while, and then it somehow like hits big with like the Netflix algorithm, and suddenly like everybody's seen it. I feel like that's kind of what happens here again. Like no one had heard of it, and suddenly everyone was like, "Well, of course, the Squid Show." Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
It's really only Netflix shows happens to, I think. I guess from my understanding, this is like a Korean show?
Yes, it is. And like, I watched the dub version. I didn't even realize there was a sub version. I just clicked on like whatever's on the front page.
I am kind of a wimp, so...
Not a purist like some people. It's like, only subs!
Nah, I don't know. Like, I could probably do it for like a movie. Like, I watched Parasite. And the subtitles and everything. The whole show, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'd try it. I was willing to, when I watched Dark, to give it a try with subtitles, but my family, we had just watched all of Narcos. My family was tired of subtitles, and they're like, we're not doing this. I'm like, okay.
That's fair.
And it was fine. You know, you don't really notice that much.
I will say, I do wonder if the dubbing affected my enjoyment of the show. If it, like, took me out of it more. Because there was definitely some voices that didn't fit the characters as well as I think they should have, basically. And I think that might have, like, affected how much I enjoy the show, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
It could have. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like a bad show, but I put my full review in the new Good Discord. The like Good break off Discord that's like
the breakaway group that Good's not happy about.
Yeah.
Lab Tech Discord?
Yeah. The Lab Tech Discord, yes.
Okay.
Do we want to do Eternal Day, gentlemen?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
We got one not yet.
We did.
I don't want to discourage anybody from watching it, I guess. But I don't think it was the best show that's ever been written.
Which one?
Squid Game.
I mean, it's just one of those death game series.
Yeah. My goodness, give me something good to eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Back. Did you kill PG yet?
No, he's still out there.
Disappointing.
I'm still chugging along, doing what PGs do best.
Yeah, but I've got plenty of shows that I'm watching, so. But you know,
Why this?
we'll see. The big one I watched is I did watch For All Mankind, which is as good as advertised. I don't know why when the first season came out I didn't think I thought
What's
it
it called?
For All Mankind. It's on Apple. It's basically like it starts with the Soviet Union lands on the moon. So
yes, okay.
So America's like, oh,
LabTech
fuck.
was telling me about this one too.
Yeah, LabTech had talked about this, which makes sense.
It's supposed to be good. I want to see it. It's just on Apple TV.
It was very good. I know. I think it was partly because I'm like, Apple TV. I'm like, really? And then I thought it would maybe be a bit more hokey than it is. Just like, oh yeah, the Soviet space race. But no, it's really really
compelling.
Good. No, yeah, it's
good.
It's real good.
I'm glad.
And I mean,
a while ago,
Apple
I
TV.
watched.
Oh, go ahead.
Continue.
I was just saying, there's also Ted Lasso on Apple. So.
Heard that's good too.
I watched an HBO show that was about where I think it was Charles Lindbergh.
The Lindbergh baby?
Who...
Oh no, this is the show about like if Lindbergh becomes like a fascist dictator.
Yeah, Lindbergh, like he doesn't die and he becomes presidential candidate and he like becomes more and more fascist and America turns fascist.
If you want a
and
trip,
how it is.
Go to Charles Lindbergh's Wikipedia and just look at children.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought it was a pretty decent series about how
this person is.
How it would have been if
like the first,
there had been like Nazism.
The first guy that flew across the Atlantic, famously. Charles Lindbergh.
All I know who flew across the Atlantic was that lady. What's her face?
Okay,
Amelia Earhart.
She's probably the first woman to do it.
Yes. Well, I don't know that she actually made it because she ended up dying at some point.
She died trying to fly around
the
world.
Yeah, she's trying to do transcon.
Oh,
yeah, trying to do the whole.
Yeah,
world
that's what it was.
No, she definitely didn't die. She's still out there, like 100 or whatever. Tiny Pacific Island.
I mean, she could be with Elvis and Tupac and Biggie.
They made her into she's a vampire now.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, according to what we do in the shadow, Elvis is a vampire.
I didn't like the TV show as much. I tried watching the first episode, and I didn't find it as funny as I found the movie. But I wonder if I haven't seen the humor a little bit.
I haven't seen the movie. I thought I don't think it's like the greatest show ever, but I think it's fun enough. I do think the second season was a step up from the first season.
Okay.
It's like the third or fourth episode. The second season is called The Curse, and I think that's the best episode of the show. The whole. Also tell you the plot is like one of the vampires checks their emails. It gets like one of those like chain emails. That's like if you don't,
is it actually a curse for them?
Yeah, no, they think it is. They're like, if you don't forward this, like you. Like,
that's hilarious.
What happened to you? And they're like, oh shit, we're fucked.
I love that. That's amazing. The movie is so funny.
I do want to see the movie as well.
I used to really like that movie, but I still do, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
I know what Taika Waititi does, and Jermaine Clement was in this TV show called Legion, which is a wild-ass show, and was really good.
I need to stop taking fall damage. I keep thinking I'm a cool person, but I'm not as cool as I think I am.
Well, man, I'm getting screwed.
Place a water bucket before you land.
I'm getting screwed. Come on, man. The old screw job.
Yes, I
the old beat up those screw job. Like, yeah. Okay, if this is as well, I'm going. You've got to be kidding me! Are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this because that is awful. I was screwed. It hurt.
Why do I have 2 of these when I don't even really want one?
2 swords.
Flint and steels. I found 2 in a abandoned portal.
Well, we'll work on that one later. Now we need to. Still no eternal day?
I mean, it is day.
Well,
it's morning.
How about forever?
I'd be fine with it.
How about
What?
How about we don't stop?
Oh! Stop the type of command for 1 second.
Yeah, don't kill PG. He's doing the commands.
Good.
I thought I was dead there, because that creeper blew up on me point blank.
Oh, you are dead.
Nah, I'm fine.
You Star Chapel.
Tell me he's dead, Con.
He is 1 heart.
He needs a 1 heart.
So, no.
I don't know how many apples you left him.
You left him apples, but not apples. Remember?
Huh?
And I have beetroot seeds and name tags. Remember that? I felt just telling y'all.
Oh, I should have taken one of the music pieces.
You've got to be shitting me. Just pretend I didn't hear to that. Okay. Not on the surface. Okay.
He would never be on the surface, right?
Don't like this.
Let's avoid the goats.
That's what I think it is.
Have you ever seen the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Heard of it.
It's a weird movie.
Sounds like it.
It's
It's
George
good.
Clooney directed that movie. No, that's not that good.
Oh, sad. I was hoping it was going to be, like, secretly really good. Because I remember seeing it when I was a lot younger. Or, like, seeing that it existed when I was a lot younger.
Yeah, it's a George Clooney movie that's about, like, George Clooney directed.
Mm.
So I think it's about Iraq, and they found a bunch of money, and they try to hide it or something.
Interesting.
Some arrows.
Score.
Score, yeah. Lost 2 weekly UHCs, I died whilst being attacked while crafting.
Not great.
So I'm just not gonna place down a crafting table anymore.
You're against it.
Yes, I oppose crafting tables.
The end of crafting, brought to you by Dr. Brian Lorgon on 11. Lovely chap. Can I get a bye?
Nice shot.
It was a good shot.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of want to see this.
Oh no.
This is not a good time for lag.
Sorry.
Hey, y'all are on opposite mountains.
PG's
Well,
away from you too.
Hey, wow. Hold on, comp. Hold on. Rude. Let's get rid of PG. Don't want him janitoring.
Don't look at me. That's collusion.
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 I can find you again.
Ditto. Gardex and comp.
He's hiding somewhere. I don't know where.
Where either.
Oh, well, this is bad. Well, it was fun to think for about a minute that I might actually win a Weekly UHC, but then comp has power 4 or whatever. So.
No, it's only power 2.
That did like 6 hearts at protection 1. Oh. It's fun while it lasted. Where the hell is PG?
I think PG ran in that direction.
Well, maybe I'll find him.
Hello, friends.
It's probably in a hole.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe comp will activate a skeleton trap or something. It's my only chance. Only I got more apples, man. Cut down lots of trees, but...
That's a good point. I should go check these trees that I cut down for apples. Don't look at me, comp. I'm looking for apples.
Don't look at me!
Don't look at me. I'm not here.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Damn.
I should have known you had the crossbow.
He gets my gold.
I was doing so good. Running away. I got greedy with the apple. I would have lost you if I went the other way. That was my fault. I should have just kept going the direction I was going. But I went back because I was like, apples. I need to get these trees for the apples. That was a bad decision, though.
Apple time, apple time, apple time.
I had so much gold that, like, if I got any apples...
Time. There's no time. There's no time. PG, there's not time.
You don't know, comp doesn't know where you are, and you don't know where comp is, probably. I don't know. I shouldn't
but
say for real.
There's not time.
It could be. You don't know. Trying to be supportive.
There's not time.
There isn't. J-Loose knows the truth. It's not time. Still have my thing. I don't. Look at all this time, there's not. There's time, PG. Time status, there is.
There's no time to die.
No time to die, exactly.
There's specifically no time for it.
Well, that's as good as we're gonna get.
Go.
I wasn't gonna jump. I got 1 hit. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Ooh.
There's no time to die.
There's no time to die. Ah, damn.
Well, except right now.
There was time to die.
That did 4 hearts of damage to me. Just want to say. How many?
I didn't...
At least I
maybe
got
I should have just played it more aggressive. You were getting too close to me. I probably should have just gone in with my axe when you were that close. I was scared.
I can't believe I managed to pull one last golden apple out of my ass.
You hit me first!
This is fake news, PG.
One of these days, I'll win a weekly UHC.
Came down shielding.
Bullshit random crafting like the one I won. Doesn't really count. But I did well. I got a chance. Abandoned Mineshaft. Power 3 bow.
Remember that time we did 9 slots and I won?
9 slots.
Wait, that was interesting.
I like the 9 slots. At PG, we actually had an incredible 5-second final battle.
We did.
In that 5-slot UHC.
It was a good UHC.
A Power 5 book 3 minutes in.
You didn't win!
Yep!
Because the lag, I couldn't hit PG running at me.
Alright, everybody, thanks for watching.
Bye, Sakana.